Well, hello everybody. Welcome to my live. I am Sarah, CreativeSarah, Sarah Paige-Gruber, if you don't know. And today we're going to do a super fun, awesome live with our ink. So we're going to do an ink. And I have a secret to tell you. Come closer. Come closer. I'm not really live. This is a fake live because I'm on family vacation this week. So if you catch me in the next 5 episodes of CreativeSarah Live, I might be wearing the same shirt. I may have the same earrings on. I may look exactly the same, but doing a different project. Today is a fake live. So let's get started. I am going to make a t-shirt for my son. He last year went skiing on a class trip and he has learned to ski and he is loving it. So he is excited to take some more trips and do some more skiing. And so I decided to grab our awesome transfer called Life is Better on the Slopes, or On the Slopes it's called. And here it is. So you've got the mountains, it says Life is Better, and you've got this really cool space with the skis and it says On the Slopes. There are little, let me bring it up for you. There are little registration marks that will help you line up if you want to use those. I'm going to show you how to use it. But in the meantime, what we're going to do is I put our ink mat down under the shirt. It's going to be centered, and I don't think I have it quite centered. I want to scooch it over a little. And then once it's kind of centered for me, that will help me center where I'm going to put my image. So I'm going to use our awesome transfer trimmers to cut this transfer apart on the cut line. And I'm going to place this, usually I go like a few fingers down from the rim of the neck. So that's where I'm going to place this. For a crew neck, a regular rounded neck, that's what you kind of do. You kind of do a few fingers down. It's like 2 to 3 inches. If you have a V-neck, you almost bring it just right under it, like maybe 1 inch. Okay, so I'm going to do my best to get this really stuck down on all the right places. Now, if you want to use these registration marks on a chalkboard, it's like no big deal because you can see the marks. On fabric, you don't want to ink that. So what you would do is you take a piece of washi tape or our placement tape, or even you could use, instead of the teal, because I feel like it will be, I'm going to show you, you can take a piece of blue painter's tape, okay? Now, I'm going to peel this up. Of course, I should have done this first. And I'm going to lay that on there. Of course, I should have done it first, so I didn't have to peel it up. But now, instead of the fabric, I have that blue painter's tape under there. So awesome. We'll go ahead and do it on this side too. Okay. There we go. So we are going to let that go. And I'm going to do this with our Storm ink. So I'm just going to pick up some of that ink and start at the top and just kind of pull that across the fabric and across the silk screen like so. Gentle pulling motions with your squeegee. And just get more ink if you need. I'm going to come back over here, and we are going over those registration marks, because that registration mark, there's a little bubble right there, is what's going to help us to know how to line it up. Okay. You don't want any lines of ink in here. So you're gonna make sure you've got ink everywhere. Pick up some more. I'm gonna go a little bit backwards on this. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna smooth out all these lines now. And put the extra back into the container. There we go. All right, looks good. So I'm gonna drop this into my water so I can clean that up. And then I'm gonna carefully peel this up. And I wanna hold it down so that it kind of stays, there we go. Awesome. I'm gonna spread that back out. Okay, now put that into my water. Now this has to dry 100%, and I did get a little ink on the shirt. You can kind of see it over here. Because it is not a white shirt and the ink is not as, you know, it's not as pigmented, it's kind of just that gray color, it does a great job of cleaning up. So, able to just kind of scrub that off there. Now we need to dry this. So we are gonna dry as much as we possibly can. While I'm doing this, I'm just gonna let you know that if you're brand new, type add me into the comments and I will send you a link so that you can join my awesome free group for ideas and inspiration, and you get all the insider details. If you are not familiar with our club, we have a Chalk Couture program. Type club in the comments for more information, but it's really cool. It is our subscription program, and the subscription is actually $19.99, really pocketbook friendly, and you get a whole project kit with a transfer and 3 chalk paste colors every month. Plus you get bonuses, promotions every single month. This month, all of our club members are getting free shipping on every single order. So it's really awesome. And finally, if you're curious about what I'm doing and what Chalk Couture is as a business and how you could become a Chalk Couture designer like me, type team in the comments and I'll give you a link that you can join my opportunity group and check out. I go live on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, so there you go. Now, this is pretty good, so I'm gonna go ahead and line up this next part using my registration marks that I have on here. And you just have to kind of look through and find, there we go. And when we get this down like that, I'm gonna open my white. And so my mountain is gonna become white with snow. And my words as well. We're gonna go ahead and do the white words. So this is just kind of like a two-toned thing, really cool. He's gonna love it. This is a surprise for him. And so cute. Every once in a while, you guys, I go to the Dollar Tree and I look in their dollar bin of t-shirts, and anytime I find one, no matter what color it is, size for my boys or size for my girls or anything, I go ahead and grab it because you never know when you can make a really cool dollar t-shirt. Isn't that awesome? Okay. So cute. So now that this is pretty dry, I'm gonna remove the tape over here that had my registration marks on it. And we will take out, if I can. Okay, and then we're gonna take out our ink mat because you don't want to heat press on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you, let me go ahead and give you the directions moving forward about inking on fabric. So here's the finishing instructions right there. You can see that we need, I'm gonna put my little mat down here, and I usually let's see if this will fit. I usually put the mat in the shirt so that I am still, even though it's dry, I always like fear that the ink will go to the back. Okay, so now my ink mat is here. We're gonna place some parchment paper over this, and I'm turning on my heat press. So you can use a heat press if you want, or you can use your iron. So if you don't own a heat press, no worries. You can iron it for 4 minutes. So you're gonna look at your tag. This says that it is 50% cotton, 50% polyester. And so that's gonna be a little bit cooler than the cotton setting. So the cotton setting on your iron is like the highest. I think maybe linen is up there, but cotton is one of your higher. So it's just a little bit lower than cotton. On my heat press, it's gonna be about 300 degrees is about what I do. Cotton could be a little bit more than that. But when it's a poly, honestly, 300 degrees is about what we do for most blend fabrics. It's climbing up, and as soon as it gets up there, I will do it. For the heat press, you only have to do 30 seconds at a time. So you do 30 seconds, and then you kind of let it air out, and then you do 30 seconds again. You do the front and the back. So I'll do the front, and then I'll do the back, and then I'll check it. If it feels nice and soft, I won't have to do it again. But if it's a little bit tacky, I will do it again. Oh, and you want to make sure that you completely dry the piece of clothing. You want this completely dry so you can touch it. You can feel a difference between the fabric and the ink because it's not set yet. But once it's set, it should feel pretty smooth. And yeah, so if it feels a little tacky, let it air out for a second and then heat it again. Do it again. All right, so it looks like we are pretty good. So I'm gonna set this on here. We're gonna do 30 seconds, and you do press down on this. This is a like a grip that you do put some pressure on while we're heating it. And then the timer is for 30 seconds, so it's super easy. And you don't have to move this. Now an iron, you're gonna be continuously moving because its heating element is different. And that's why you're doing it for 4 minutes, because you're not just pressing down like this, nice and easy. Okay, so we're gonna air it out, and we're gonna flip it over so that we're gonna do the reverse now. So I'm going to do the back side. Right here is my image. So I'm going to set this down again, and we're going to do another 30 seconds. And we do press down. This is going to be such a cute shirt when it's done, and so simple. Just two colors, and you can layer them, but you have to dry the first layer before you can add that second layer. You just have to dry it completely, and then it pretty much stays put. So that's really awesome. Give it about 5 seconds. And we're done. Now, let's check this out. Like I said, we may have to do it again, but we may not. Oh, that feels really nice. I think I'm going to go for it one more time. With such a large space that we had to ink, you know, all of this, you definitely do feel it, but it's nice and smooth. I'm just going to do one more time just for good measure. And there you go. There you go. Awesome. So 20 more seconds and then this puppy will be done and it will be a super cute shirt for my son. And I think he'll love it. Maybe I'll give it to him for our vacation because we're going to be up by some mountains. Okay. I mean, we're not going to be skiing, but you know what I'm saying. And then I'm just going to turn that off. All right. Okay, here we go. Let's hold this up so you guys can see everything. Here it is. I'll take my directions off so that, there you go. Look how cute. Wouldn't fit me even if my life depended on it, but so cute. Life is better on the slopes. Cute, cute, cute. All right, you guys. That's our show for tonight. And I hope you guys tune in tomorrow. I will see you, same place, different time or same time. I don't even know what day it is. Do you know what day it is? I don't know what day it is. Have a great night, you guys. Bye.